The world had a way of testing her. But Lila had learned early that power wasn't in the explosion, it was in the quiet after. She remembered the girls in school who whispered behind her back, the boys who mocked her for being too reserved. They wanted tears, explanations, a crack in her composure. Instead, she gave them silence. A smile that never wavered, and with every step she took, unshaken, their laughter died a little more. Years later, the same lesson echoed in her corporate office. Her boss, Mr. Halden, loved to belittle her in meetings, his voice sharp with condescension. The room would tense, waiting for her to flinch, but Lila only ever tilted her head, her gaze steady, her response measured. "I'll revise the proposal," she'd say, as if his words were nothing more than a breeze, and each time she'd watch his frustration flicker, confused, unsettled, because she hadn't handed him the reaction he craved. She hadn't handed him anything at all, confusing. There was a man once, Ethan, who thought he held her heart in his hands. He'd pull away just to see her chase him, drop careless words to provoke her. Lila had seen the game before. So when he disappeared for days, she didn't call. When he returned with half-hearted excuses, she simply nodded. And when he finally betrayed her, slipping into another woman's bed, her friends begged her to confront him. "Make him pay," they hissed. Lila packed her belongings that night, left his key on the counter with a single note. "Thank you for showing me your truth. Now I'll show you mine." No screams, no scene, just silence. Months later, she'd hear from mutual friends how Ethan had unraveled, how he kept asking if she was okay, if she hated him. But Lila? She was already elsewhere, laughing, thriving, her absence louder than any outburst could ever be. At work, her colleague Mara lived for drama. She'd drop passive-aggressive comments in the break room, eyes gleaming, waiting for Lila to bite. But Lila never did. She'd sip her coffee, nod politely, and walk away. The more Mara prodded, the more Lila's indifference grew, until Mara's jabs turned desperate, her voice shrill. "Do you even care?" she finally snapped one day. Lila met her gaze, calm as still water. "About what?" she asked, genuinely puzzled. The room stifled laughter. Mara's face flushed. In that moment, Lila understood. People like Mara needed chaos to feel alive. Without it, they starved. And Lila? She refused to be the meal. Lila's new love interest, Daniel, was different. He didn't beg for her attention or demand reassurance. He matched her quiet confidence with his own. When she didn't reply to a text immediately, he didn't panic. When she kept parts of her life private, he respected it. "You're like a puzzle," he admitted one evening. "The more I learn, the more I realize there's still so much I don't know." She smiled. That was the power of mystery. It made people lean in. While others spilled their insecurities, desperate to be understood, Lila let them wonder. And in that space of not knowing, respect grew. Life wasn't always easy. There were nights Lila cried, moments she doubted. But those struggles were hers, not performances for the world. When her father passed, colleagues whispered, expecting her to break. Instead, she returned to work composed, her grief a quiet ember. They never saw the tears, only the strength. And that was the greatest lesson. True power wasn't in never feeling pain. It was in choosing who deserved to witness it. So when the world tried to shake her, Lila stood still. When it demanded a reaction, she gave it silence. Because queens didn't flinch, they evolved. And she was just getting started.